when you watch a movie where someone from Lagos, a successful businessman, now goes to his village and then everything are dabaru to him. That's how we got even the village people slang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this had been the OT in the head of many people in the diaspora.
Personally, I think that one of the problems that the Yoruba culture is facing is the fact that it is closely knitted with religion. How do I mean?
Okay.
Some parents are careful. Some parents are reluctant to allow their children, to expose their children to too much of Yoruba culture, because they believe that in the process, the religion, the spiritual part of it, they might be influenced by the religions or the spiritual part of it. Let me explain. Now we have, how do I put it now? Now we have people who believe that First Act 77, it was a festival of art and culture. But if you ask my mom, she will tell you that that is the beginning of the problem of Nigeria, that they imported gods, they imported Orisha, they brought mini gods, and that is, they scattered the spiritual climate of Nigeria, and ever since then. So now many people believe that if you are a fan of culture, now many people who are practicing Isheshe, when they want to promote Isheshe, they try to up it on our culture, that this is our own thing, this is our heritage. And when they sell it, now for another thing, another example, masquerade. It's part of our culture, but it has spiritual, religious undertone.
Yes.
And now, because of the Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Islam, our people are trying to distinguish or to separate the religion from the culture. So that is why some people will kukuma, how do I call it now, throw away both the religion and the culture, baby and the water, because they know that these things are closely knitted. For example, many people have challenged me on the use of this bead. I said this is African bracelet.
Yes.
The person that challenged me was using bracelet. I said, see, this is African bracelet. This you are not to work Benny. But this, you are using bracelets too. But this is African bracelet. But people have seen African bracelet as voodooism, as voodoo. So that is why I'm saying that. Do you think our culture is getting relegated because of the spirit? Is it possible? I had an interview of Oluwo recently. It was a phone call, and it was trying to distinguish Yoruba culture from Yoruba religion. That you can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim, and still be a traditional ruler and not practice Isheshe and do other religion, because culture is not the same thing with religion. How do we unravel this? Is it possible, or we should just leave it at that? See, both of them, they are Siamese.
I think it is not impossible. It is not impossible in the sense that, okay, if we say it is because we are Yoruba and it has to be Sheshi for all of us. So what about the Arabs that are not Muslims?
Arabs that are not Muslims?
Yes.
That's strange.
Yes, we have Christian Arabs, yes.
Wow.
We have Christian Arabs. Yes, we have Christian Arabs. And of course, even this Islam that we are talking about, that we are now trying to, in a way, force to the Arab culture,
I think culture is a vehicle of religion. so, but at the end of the day, we now mistake them for
the same thing, because this Islam, when it's even okay, look at all the messengers, the prophets that we've read in the Bible and Quran. Whenever any one of them became a prophet, you would see people who would go against them. Why? It is because the ideology they are coming with is divine, which is different entirely from what they've known to be their own understanding.
And human beings naturally we are not that welcoming when it comes to change.
So, but when you begin to see the rationality behind, and then you see the preachings behind it, and then the preachings now align with your common sense, that okay, if there's a religion that says you must not kill a fellow man, why should I not embrace such a religion? Okay, if a religion is saying fornication, adultery is forbidden, so commonsensically, why should I not say it is welcome? Because if I am saying it is not welcome and I am saying fornication is okay, adultery is okay, so would it be fine on me, for me, that someone, God forbid, is trying to have an affair with my wife? Would I take it? Does it make sense?
With that.
So even though our own culture too, Yoruba culture, does not welcome doing such stuff, but if it happens that, okay, this is a religion that is coming and new to us and probably an advancement of what we've known, then why can't we take it if it is not anti-cultural in a way, if it is not against our own interest? So, these are the things. But I think the issue about religion is beyond what we can discuss here, because people will say it is from there the Muhammad came, but don't forget that we have Brazilians who are now worshiping Oshun. Yeah. So
we have people from
faith is a universal thing. Whether it is from Islam, from Judaism, Christianity, or from Isheshe, the simple fact is that there's something we all believe. There's someone we all believe that we should direct our, prayers or whatever we want to. So it is coming in different directions. So, and I don't think anyone should be forced to do something. Okay, you must do Islam. No. You must do Isheshe, you must do Christian. No, nobody should. And thank God, in our laws now, constitution, you have your right to.
Thank God, Nigeria is a secular state that allows everybody to practice.
Whatever. So you cannot force anyone. So, but to now think that, I think that has been an issue for a very long time. Starting from our movies then. They'll say, I want to. Or when you watch a movie where someone from Lagos, a successful businessman, now goes to his village and then everything are dabaru to him. That's how we got even the village people slang. Okay, so this had been the OT in the head of many people in the diaspora, or some somehow escaped from that witchcraft they believe their people in the village is using to attack them. So, or are using to attack them. So they feel like Majeka Pada Silio. So I think now we are now having a better way of projecting our culture that does not have to mean that someone must believe that Yoruba people are fetish. Yeah, I think we are changing the narrative. I think I learned that we are getting it now. But because back in those days, they make you feel anything that has to do with Yoruba culture is fetish. It's fetish. The movies and we're not helping. And when I say the movies now, I mean both the secular movie and especially gospel movies too. They did a lot of damage to Yoruba culture because they sum everything up as religion, as spiritual, and then they make everything. There's nothing stopping you as a Yoruba person. There should be nothing stopping you from traveling down to your village for a Egungun festival because it is Egungun. But now they are saying, Egungun, my masquerade will be now chasing you in your dream. Spirit, they will now subject you to some spiritual, so many things.